Guys, good night, people. Welcome to another live on the Sports Frenzzyy live show. Me tonight, I have Sherwin once again in the building, and tonight we have a new person, Coach Minzy from Coach's Desk, join us on the live show.
Yeah, man.
Welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me.
Good so far,
So we're here to discuss a lot of football action. A lot of things have been going around in the media, and a lot of football to talk about. First up, the Jamaica football team. And there has been an argument that one player was denied visa access to travel with the touring party. And for those who don't know as yet, I'm going to give you the touring party. So we have JD in white. We have JD in white, Kemar Foster, Adrian Mariappa, Michael Hector, Curtis Still from Wigan Athletic, Amar Bell from Blackburn Rovers, Ethan Pinnock from Brentford, Liam Moore from Reading, Wesley Harding from Rotherham United, Ronaldo Wellington, Montego Bay United, Shavini Willis from Portmore United, Ravel Morrison, Ricardo Morris, Jabari Hilton from UA, Andrew Gray from Watford, Omar Olness from Darlington FC, Kevin Isaacs from Mount Pleasant, Luca Levy from Arborview, and Shaven Paul from Mount Pleasant. First up, coach, what do you make of the team that has been selected?
It's first of all, let me say good night to the viewers out there, and again, thank you for having me on this show. I do believe though the coach would have selected his team, and the fans out there would have to just be supportive of the move. And I do believe that he's looking at his team to see what he can make of it. The team that went to Saudi Arabia with them, that core team plus those new additions, I believe that Coach Whitmore wants to see them, to see how they will play, how will they fit in the team and so forth. Just a correction to the traveling party. Rafael Morrison did not travel with the team. He turned down the offer to represent the team because he's actually standing by the players who are actually, on that little strike, so-called strike.
So first up, are you in agreement with the so-called strike?
Is that directed at me?
Yeah, man, that's your question, man.
If I'm in agreement, it's a tricky situation. I don't know the finer details of what's transparent. So I can't say I'm going to make a decision on if it is the right thing, if it is the wrong thing that they are doing at this time. But all I know is that this thing is not a good look, because we have one of the best teams and one of our best chances of qualifying for another World Cup. And definitely I've been always saying that the only thing that can come between us qualifying for the World Cup would be a poor administration. And right now it seems as if it is playing out. We hope that before long they will solve it, so that this thing can be sorted out. And next year, the fans will be happy because we will be in Qatar.
So here's one of our viewers saying that Ravel indicated that he has a hip injury. So it's more injury is the reason why he's not there. Even though
there are many theories that
earlier
are
on,
going
guess
to come
what?
out. Yeah, there are a lot of theories that are going to come around. But
earlier on, I saw that he was in training with Sheffield Wednesday. So
that that would have debunked that hip injury situation.
All right, Ryan.
Yeah,
With
sure.
the English-based players that they have selected, which few are, I should say, which of them has impressed you the most, or which addition you think that will bring a lot of quality to this team?
You're speaking of the one selected previously, I presume.
No, man, the current one
Um,
that are selected in 19-man touring party. So, all right, let me run back through it quickly. So, they have drawn for Curtis Tilt from Wigan, Amar Bell from Blackburn Rovers, Ethan Pinnock from Brentford, Liam Moore from Reading, Wesley Harding from Rotherham, and Andre Gray from Watford.
all right, I know Andre Gray already, but for the championship players, I do not know them like that in terms of their game. If I've seen them play, it will be more than a couple times, so it's hard for me to assess now. We'd have to see how they look in the squad that is currently being picked. But my fear, though, is that we may oversubscribe in picking too much and affect the chemistry of the team. Because what we should be looking at doing is to complement what we already have. We should not be looking to pick 10, 15, 20 English players at this point in time. We should be looking to get a core in terms of a core that goes with the existing core, if you get what I'm trying to say. So we already have a core set of players already in the national program. We should be looking to get like about maybe 7 or 8 new English players that will buffer what we already have and make the squad a lot better. So that's what I would hope Whitmore do from here instead of getting a bag of English players and looking at them.
All right, welcome on board, Mr. Lynch. And
Good
quickly, I'm
night.
going to put you under the cosh. What do you make
Good
of the
night, good
side that
night,
has been
everyone.
selected by the JFA?
Uh, uh, they had no choice to go with with whoever they go with. So I guess it's good that they got players to represent us. It would have looked bad that we accept a friendly and don't have nobody to represent us. So I don't have a problem with the side personally. I'm happy for the local players, I must say, because no football is playing and they get to make some money now from doing something. And I must say I talked to at least 2 of the players locally that get picked and they are happy for the opportunity. So in that respect I am happy and I like the team. The local players, I hope they take the opportunity and see if they can get a Lana contract abroad. That's the only thing I hope for. This is what this game is for, to show their talent, especially in a pandemic time.
Yeah, and also point out that Lamar Walker, Josh and Anglin recently signed contracts to play for USL team Miami FC were also expected to leave the island earlier on today. So I think they would have joined up with the squad as well. Sherwin, quickly, your take on the overall situation of what has transpired between the players on strike and the team that is being selected. Because, all right, I've seen quite a few of these guys that have been selected, the English-based ones, and Ethan Pin, a quality centre-back, Liam Moore is a quality centre-back as well from Reading, and Amar Bell, he can switch between full-back areas. So, overall, as I said, decent set of players that has gone on board. But when it comes on to the midfield now, that is where you leave your scratching your head. I'm like, who's really there to play in midfield and even the forward line itself? Otherwise, yeah, we know that Andre Gray is a decent forward, but
Michael
otherwise
Hector.
from that, boss man, my collector not even have game time for Fulham.
But
But
just say, you ask who? Someone just asked them. So
what's
give
your
one.
what's your take?
Honestly, the first part of the question that you asked, I must say that I might share this sentiment on behalf of a lot of persons that it has gone on too long for it to continue to happen. The first set of audio recordings was released a couple months ago, and from that point up to now, whether there has been something done to resolve the situation, we don't know, but obviously enough has not been done to resolve the situation. A World Cup is upon us. We cannot go through another qualifier and not put up not even a fight to try and get into the top 4 to qualify. You get what I mean? So for me, it is going on too long. Yes, persons might say that the core of players are rebels and whatever, but we we have to understand the football from two bases. We have to understand the football from a business perspective, and we have to understand the football from football itself, which is played on the field through training, through development of the players technically, tactically, and during game times. So the players have a right if they feel that they are not being treated well. It's not the first it has happened with the Jamaica Football Federation. It is not the first. It is an ongoing situation, and we just need something really, really adamant and really set forward in resolving situations like these. What is more burdensome is the fact that persons who are negotiating with the players are basically saying to them, take this and go on. Take it and left it or left it. That's not the way to go about things. That's going to piss everybody off if you go about it like that. So for me, to be honest, it has been going on for too long. We're going to probably sit into the qualifiers and it is still going on. And it is something that needs to be resolved very quickly for me, honestly.
Alright, so here's Shefton in the comment section saying that I don't know what's going on, but I never hear where I want to represent my sweet, sweet Jamaica, the land of my birth, and an agent is needed. Patriotism is doing it for the nation without fear or favors. Anyone on the panel agree with that?
I don't fully understand what you mean.
Alright, so I personally try to break it down, and I'm thinking more of the case where he's saying that these players that are currently there is probably doing it because it's not necessarily about the money. Unlike these ones that are standing up, it's just about the money, and that they're not going out and say, okay, even though the money isn't being stumped up, I'm going to represent my island either way. Because this is the country that I actually born and want to play for on the world stage. So even if the money is not being there, I'm still going to represent them. That's what I summarize from.
But at the end of the day, this is a question that I ask everybody who comes with that. Does that provide food on your table when you go home in the evenings?
All right, Sherwin,
Hello?
here's someone that is agreeing with you. Football is a job for these players, even if they enjoy it. They use it to make a living. So if they feel they need better compensation, people on the outside can bash them on them. A job is a
Exactly.
job, no matter what it is.
I
Exactly.
agree. I agree
I
with that.
think I think if you look at the players that are calling for money, none of these players are really hungry, Levan. If you should look at it really, if you want to say, is it really the money? You think Leon Bailey really need this $3,000?
Thank you.
And,
It's
and,
all
and I
about
heard
money
that.
worth now.
You think it's
It's
really
all
about
about
the
money
money?
worth.
Yeah, if you break down the money, it can't be all about the money. It's
And
just it's a rift
I heard
between
that
the JFF and players. That's
I
what
heard
it
that
is.
one of the most vocal players actually
But you remember
Shamar
now,
Nicholson.
Leon
Who?
Bailey was the one who
Shamar
actually came.
Nicholson.
Remember last year when Leon Bailey did the podcast and he came out and said that if Jamaica does not qualify, it will be because of the federation.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I remember it.
And then they said they was going to sanction him for that.
Yeah.
It,
But
it
it has been bubbling under the surface for a while now. This is just the the crescendo of everything. Everything has been bubbling under the surface.
Plus
Yes.
So
the league voice conversation would have compounded things. So that's one of the reasons that this thing has lit up where the negotiation is concerned, because everybody heard what transpired between Damien and the hierarchy.
Yeah.
So I mean that out there not working well for the JFF. Understand?
Yeah.
So that really set the tone for what is transpiring. No,
and
I
that
do
was
believe though.
strategic to set the tone as well. Yeah.
I do believe though that in the best interest of football, what they should do is come to a common agreement
Yeah.
and
Agreed.
put egos and feelings aside and just come to an agreement to ensure the qualify for the World Cup. Because if you qualify for the World Cup, all of this money will be
Yeah,
returned.
exactly.
In fairness to the JFF, they have gone back on their take it and or leave it policy. They said they are now open to a negotiation, but at the end of the day, that was the wrong approach
To begin
to
with.
begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically show your hand in terms of how you feel and what you've been doing all along. But I am kind of glad that they have changed that view and are now open to negotiation. I hope that they are actually open to negotiation and not just saying it just because.
It will be sorted out still, and I do believe it will be sorted out.
My thing,
It will not go any further than possible the Gold Cup because
my
it has to be sorted out.
All right, so hold on. Here's Elton Gardner saying that I work for the government. I'm a public servant. If them ramp with my money, 1 month a problem. Stop this bullshit about patriotism and country. JFF don't take care of the past players who falls on bad times. They don't even have a registry, much less a pension scheme. So there you have it. The mother say that even either way, it's not just about the money.
It's about their future. It's about the future. Not only their future, but future players to come. It's about
And
the
that was
players.
principle.
Yeah, it's about principle. It's about the players who are in Jamaica now, not playing any football, not earning a bread. You understand? It's protecting those players as well. And you all right, $3,000 might not even brush Leon Bailey's pocket. But you know how much $3,000 would do for some of these local players in a time like this? Like it would go probably a far way in all the football action that they have missed since COVID March to March. That's 1 year now without football.
So all right,
1 year.
here's Stefano in the comment section saying again that Leon doesn't need the money, but other players need it. He might be standing up for the other players who need it, but yeah, it's not money alone. JFF needs to shape up the thing and respect the man them.
Exactly.
Facts.
Yeah,
All right.
like I said, Levan, we just have to look at it logically and stop let the narrative trick us. It cannot be about the money. We know that Leon Bailey make more, not triple times, more. It can't be about the money. We can't get tricked into make it looking like it's the money. It's about they think that the JFF is not competent and is not handling business good, and that's why they are doing this. They're basically what you would call a blackmail. That's what basically they are doing.
Exactly.
All right.
It's
So
all about that what people think.
last but not least on the JFF, someone has been knocking them for quite a while now about their website and their Facebook. Well, not Facebook, but their social media overall activity. And the man has been berating them for their social media issues and saying that the merchandise that they're selling, it still has to basically walk into a store to get a Jamaican merchandise, while in which the man have a website in which they're not really doing anything on the website. If they do something from last year, it's not until probably about the next 3 months afterwards something go up on that side. So it's a concern that he wants them to address. We spoke about it here before and nothing has been done about it. So hopefully someone will pass message across to them, because something really needs to be done about that.
Can I
Can't be
add
going into
to that, Levan? That
Yeah, man, go ahead.
is very ridiculous in this time and age. Like personally, me, I like to wear jersey, especially if it have nothing to do with tied to me personally, like Jamaica. I like to have a jersey, and if you cannot support your country, like if you cannot go online and support the country, like for people they abroad or anywhere in the world, you're supposed to can order a Jamaica jersey, big man. You're not supposed to search down the place and try get something. You have to beg somebody from Jamaica for bring it to you and all of that. That is a joke, like, and then you say you're not running a party shop. That is party shop business, brother.
But merch is
Come
a
on,
big income earner.
hold on. One at a time, man, because not confuse each other.
Can I just make a point on the potty shop thing? Because persons use the term really understand the term potty shop. You walk in and out. When you look at the potty shops in Jamaica, you know, they are well-run potty shops. You know,
Thank
you
you.
can't really compare the JFF with these well-run entities. These persons are just not professional. And I've always said that if they need help, they should seek the professionals in the field, in the area, to assist them in sorting out whatever they are weak on.
Agreed upon. Ryan, you were about to say something. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm going to it's basically a follow-on to what the coach said. Because here's the thing, merch is a big income earner. You're saying that you're strapped for cash and you are not capitalizing on something that can earn you a vast amount of income.
Precisely.
Get somebody who is good at social media. It's easy in this day and age. That is an easy thing to do. Get somebody, get your merch up and running, and you will make. It's embarrassing that this is a problem. To be honest with you.
My thing is, could it be a possibility that the JFF links with the government, links with the embassies abroad, have some jerseys at the embassies abroad, right, ready and available for those abroad to purchase? Could that be a possibility?
Sherwin, the man him just explained, said the people them lack poor marketing skills, so they're not going to think outside the box. Come on, boss. But here's one of our comments again. Shaq is saying that social media helps fans to feel more connected to their team, and merchandise is very important because football is a business as well. Easily. But guys, that's
You
our roundup
cannot-
on.
The last to finish it off, Levon, you cannot have Liam Bailey and not marketing. You don't have no jersey, brother. More wear Liam Bailey jersey everywhere may I go. More people know say a Jamaica this man you come from and you can't get a
baller.
Liam Bailey jersey.
Exactly.
That is just joke, brother. Yet them not use him, them get him. I'ma think them that say, okay, well, drive behind Liam Bailey now.
Yeah.
Since he's the star player. They haven't drove behind Liam Bailey. Worse, you cannot go. Worse, it's in a pandemic now. You can't even go to the stadium. Jerseys should be everywhere, brother. Them should on the downtown. Everywhere going to the island, you should see jersey.
Exactly.
Agreed upon. But we now move on from that and we touch into some foreign football because, as I said, we have well-run party shop and we just have a corner shop party shop. So we move on from JFF. All right,
Before you move on, Mr. Host, can I just make one point? I heard persons talking about the midfield. Who is going to be playing midfield? But one player, well, Hector, of course, because he's there. Many persons don't like him, but that's where he plays, right? Also, Liam Moore can play central midfield. So if they have
come on, man, coach.
And Omar Ones, yeah, definitely you'd have a midfield.
Stop stretch it now, coach, man. We'll bring in Liam Moore as a centre back. We want to see him try out as a centre back. That's his best position. We don't want to do
you notice how many centre backs they brought in?
Yeah, quite a few.
And they do have a core team, so they have to just play him where they can play him right now.
No, man, right now a centre back wants to the man. But move on from that. We'll touch on that next time. All right. Coming up over the weekend, we'll see some EPL action. Well, earlier on today, we saw the first fixture that took place. Leeds United finally getting a victory in London. They beat Fulham by 2-1. And a man who wasn't selected by England, Patrick Bamford, he scored and assisted. First up, I'm going to give that one to Ryan Lawson.
That's... today I am in an England group, and today my question to them was, how is it that yesterday was it yesterday the squad was selected, I think, or was it the day before?
Yesterday.
Whichever.
Yesterday.
But I was saying that I would pick Bamford over Ollie Watkins because I think Bamford, both of them have good movement and everything, but I think Bamford offers more than a Watkins.
Huh?
I disagree with you big time.
And I think Bamford he misses a lot of goals, but I think he's a better goal scorer than Watkins.
Okay.
You all disagree?
Okay.
He misses a lot of goals.
He does.
But
and
he's
Watkins,
better.
yes, so what? Watkins misses a lot of goals too.
No, man, but all right, we are disagreeing.
But hold on. Ryan. I never finished. Yeah. But
I know, man, but I was just going to take your point, though.
Bamford has more assists than Watkins. He's a better all-rounded player to me than Watkins. He has And today he got what, a goal and an assist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I
What
but the
men play
England
different? But all right, come on,
some
Ryan.
of the
Let's
England
be
fans were
fair.
saying they don't think Bamford fits Southgate's system as Watkins would, but I disagree.
Why?
Because Bamford moves around a lot. And Southgate does not play a static system.
No, man. But all right, look at it from this standpoint. You know that Watkins can play anywhere across the front three. Can
I
Bamford do
know.
the same?
Bamford does the same, yeah.
Ah, boss, man.
No,
Playing for
Bamford,
Le- playing for
Bamford,
Leeds.
no athletes. Hold on. When Bamford was coming up, Bamford played attacking. He played on the wings and so forth. He
Oh
played
boy,
number 10. But it's
Ryan,
no
really
when he
going
went.
back in
No,
time?
hold on. When Bamford got to Leeds and settled down, he became a true number 9. He wasn't a true number 9 before Leeds.
Yeah, but remember that you're picking the team based on what the players are right now, and
Yeah,
he's
but
a number nine, boss.
Watkins play number 9 now too. Even though he can move around, he plays number 9. His focal position is a number 9. Just
But
like
trust me,
Bamford, but they offer movement.
Bamford won't get into England side. Just believe that.
So
Especially with the other forward.
you all think Watkins is better?
Yeah, I
I
think
don't see.
I think Watkins is a better player than him.
Okay, I don't see it though, but okay.
And the thing is that hard. You know why I went with that too? To me, Watkins has a higher ceiling to reach than Bamford. I think Bamford is reached his peak right now.
He's
I think
like
so.
Though it
Bamford
can't get any
remind
better.
me. Well, Bamford kind of remind me of what his name at Leicester.
Vardy.
Yeah, I think they hit their peak late. He might just be peaking. I don't know, but he reminds me of Vardy in that way.
Alright, boss. So as we mentioned, we saw them getting a 2-1 victory over Fulham. Fulham were playing decent the other day, but they have now hit a stumbling block, and hopefully they stay up because I really
Miss,
like how they play and all
miss
that.
their leading goal scorer, Bobby Reed, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Alright. Tomorrow we'll see Brighton taking on Newcastle in what could be termed as a 6-pointer. Both teams desperately need this victory to avoid going into the relegation dogfight. Coach, what do you make of this fixture tomorrow?
Indeed, it's a dog fight. I like both teams. They play useful football. In terms of siding with a team, I'd pick Newcastle because of the Isaac Aiden influence. So definitely. But Newcastle is really, both teams are inconsistent. Newcastle will stay in the league, then they drop next season. So they're really inconsistent. I don't know what is happening at Newcastle. Brighton is a bit lively. They're a lively team. They can show up at any time. But I mean, it's neither here or or there for me, pretty much.
Alright, to add on to that, Brighton at home is absolutely poor. They're one of the worst teams at home in the league. So you were saying Newcastle for the win. Not really far fetched, even though I think they play awful football as well. Because we on this panel, I think that Steve Bruce
Joe
is
coach.
arguably the worst coach in the league.
Yeah, man, Joe coach.
So let's see how this one pan out. But it could turn out either way. Bones, how you see this one going? Scoreline.
Boy, me I look for the game here, so and
Because not the camera, man. What are you looking for?
no, yes, no, me at the game me I look for. Me just I look on the game and just the stats at the everything. Um, Brighton to win 2-0.
Just like that.
Just like
Boy.
that.
Yo, my friend told me you pick side like Brighton if you win 2-0, you know. Honestly. Swear.
No,
So,
they Brighton going to win. Brighton will win the game for me. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be comfortable just because of the way Newcastle plays their football, which even the Newcastle fans are dazzled about how their team plays, like how they play. But we all know that the coach not good, so that's fine. We'll move on from that.
That's the wrong word.
What wrong word?
You normally use dazzle when something good is happening.
Oh.
exactly. Find a better adjective, boss, man.
Anyways, yes, so I'm just guessing that Brighton will probably have the edge there. They will be at home, even though we know in the pandemic football era, home advantage is little and so much. But yeah, I'm going with Brighton to win the game.
Here's one of our commenters, Dale Garden, saying that it is criminal for Newcastle to stay up. But guys, you can go out and pick Newcastle to win. From a year, both come out bluntly and said Brighton 2-0. You can go out and pick Newcastle to win this game 2-0. Alright, next up on Sunday, we'll see Aston Villa taking on Tottenham. Tottenham, who are on a downward spiral. Coach is in hot water, and Bones is certainly one happy chap because he always said that. 20 years and only one trophy in that last 20 years? And yet they call themselves a big side, as he would say. But we see Aston Villa taking on Tottenham. Two inconsistent sides. This week, Aston Villa might be good. Next week, they're very poor. Give this one to Chris.
I am scared of this game. Mourinho, anytime he calls out his players, they never turn up for him, and it can always go down, and he always do that. And I don't think these players really into Mourinho like that. But Aston Villa, they have done well this season, but they haven't won. They haven't beat Spurs in the last 5 occasions, and I think Spurs have their focus here since they're out of the Europa League. Unfortunately, or fortunately, they're out of the Europa League. I'll probably pick them to a narrow 1-0 or 2-0 victory.
And Brian, what's your scoreline on that one? Because
I realized something with Tottenham this season. When they like go on a bad run, then they go on a very good run. So I am wondering if the good run will start on Sunday.
You really believe?
Huh?
You really believe
No,
that?
there's a trend this season with Tottenham on bad runs and good runs. So it's either them maintain the bad run Sunday or they go on a good run, or they start a good run on Sunday.
Did you saw Mourinho masterpiece after losing to Dynamo Zagreb? Because that was an absolute masterpiece, boss. And I enjoyed every minute of that post-match.
The interview?
Honest. Of course, man.
I never watched the whole 8 minutes, but I saw like 2 minutes of it or something.
Lavon, what were you saying? That's why you're not my coach again?
Brother, I hate that man from Incover United, so you know that. Go.
Anyway, 3-1 Tottenham.
All right. Next up, we'll see West Ham taking on Arsenal at 10 a.m. Sherwin.
Uh-huh.
This one is over to you. I expect Jesse Lingard to dance on that play field come Sunday.
The thing is, it's not the Emirates in my place, so I have no dancey dance. Anyways.
No. You can counter back your point. And you remember the orchestrated dance move that they made the other day with Rice and all of them popping in. Yeah, man.
It's going to be a tricky game. Again, Arsenal tend to not do well after a Europa League game. But the good thing about this weekend is that we lost for the first time in Europe this season. Zane, that is the good thing. It is if I'm today I was reflecting on the first game at the Emirates, and it was a tough day. We had a really tough day, and that was early season against West Ham. It was really tough against them at the Emirates, and at the end we managed to squeeze through. I think it was a 2-1 victory we got. Again, I believe that it is going to be really tough. I think West Ham is going to be more of a counter-attacking team on Sunday. They have been consistent, but Arsenal is aware that this is probably the last opportunity they have of making it into the top 6.
Oh, boy.
3 points from this will put Arsenal 4 points behind West Ham, who are sitting in 6th position, I think, at the moment. So they get 5th, or even better. So it gives Arsenal a little bit of hope if they can go there with a mentality that this game could actually, 3 points from this game could actually give us hope again of finishing 6th. But it's going to be it is going to be a very tough afternoon come Sunday. Boy, it go so tough because the thing what make it even harder is just the little things that have been going on since the Tottenham game. Yes, we won, but there was a big issue between Aubameyang and the manager. Who everybody's backing the manager because everybody's saying, hey, if you're the club captain, you should be early. You should be at least an hour, half an hour early. You shouldn't be late. So I just can't tell the feeling within the camp now. Directly
Sherwin. Nice dandition they move. Cut to the chase. Predict, man. You just go around the bush like that. And careful now, because remember that you same one came here and said that Arsenal would finish inside the top 4. Then they came and said that Arsenal will not lose the next game in 2021.
Right.
You also came on here and said that you expect Aubameyang to score an hat-trick. So
But it's good to make predictions. Whether they come true or they don't come true. It's just like you walk in a lotto shop and buy the lotto, and you don't know if you're going to win or you're not going to win. You understand? It's a simple one too.
But Bones, you're not going to go in at the lotto shop and buy number 45. That's how you predict. That's how you predict for Arsenal. You predict something when that's gonna happen.
Anyway,
give me a prediction.
It's going to be a afternoon, and I expect Arsenal is going to get is going to lose 1-0.
Repeat.
You really?
Arsenal to lose 1-0.
Surprise.
After that long episode.
Exactly.
But all right, we'll move on to some Champions League fixture that took place this week. First up was Real Madrid, who were holding a 1-0 advantage over Atalanta, playing them in the reverse fixture. Real Madrid came through winners and advanced through. First up, I'm going to give this one to the coach.
Real Madrid is really a shadow of themselves for the past few seasons. The lively Real Madrid that we know when Cristiano Ronaldo was there is no more, and a Gareth Bale. But Zidane knows how to win the Champions League. So it's good that they would have advanced to the quarterfinal. A tough test lies ahead for them. Let's see how they prepare for this game and actually play this game and even take the win in the first leg.
Yeah, but overall, the game itself, what impressed you about them? Because some of us thought that Atalanta would have put up a better fight, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, they basically roll over and allow Real Madrid to take the game to them. I mean, you'd really want to see a better tie. You understand? But I mean, like I said, they rolled over. They didn't put up that fight, that impetus that you'd want to see in a game that they're actually playing to advance. But I mean, Real Madrid advanced, and the fans of Real Madrid are very happy that they have advanced.
And let's also point out that Karim Benzema has done very well for them this season. Whenever he comes up trumps for them, they have gone on to win. And he, along with Ramos, came up trumps in that game. So I have to say, good one to them. Even though a lot of people are saying that, oh, Zidane is this big coach, oh, Zidane is that. Zidane is trash as a coach. He has a world-class set of players to work with, and they're the ones that make him look good. Otherwise, that Zidane is a trash coach.
I will not comment on that, but
that's extreme. Really extreme.
It's not extreme still enough, but I kind of agree with him to an extent. But
Zidane is not a tactician; he's a man manager. So people tend to judge coaches by their tactics, by being tacticians.
Right, and that's why
we tend to prefer those coaches.
And I think that's why he would have said that he's trash, because no tactical thing about him.
Ryan, I was just about to say to you that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a very good man manager. So there you have it, and a lot of people see him as what P teacher and all of that. So I could just
Ole is not a tactician.
No, but I'm saying is I could rank him.
Yeah, that's what, and I'm agreeing with you. People tend to prefer the tacticians as the big coaches.
And I could say that Even Ole could do better with Real Madrid than Zidane.
Seriously? Seriously?
I'm absolutely serious. With
that is
the
way
talent,
no,
with the
that
talent
is
that Real
extreme.
Madrid has, he could actually do better.
That is ultra extreme.
Very.
All right, next fixture we saw Man City taking on Gladbach, and City what a 2-0 lead. They won this fixture 2-0. I'm going to give this one to Chris.
The favorites for it's the Man City game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just want to make sure. Yeah, the favorites for the Champions League, Man City, with the best coach in the world. Obviously, we're going to cruise. He did rest the players for the weekend. Surprisingly, he didn't start Raheem Sterling, but he did brought in the likes of Mahrez, De Bruyne, and his regulars. Obviously, he's not taking it for granted because he had exit this round quite a numerous of time. I guess by underestimating teams. But yeah, they didn't do nothing to surprise me. They take control of the game early and make sure they weren't going to lose this one and be out of the Champions League and watching and hoping next year again and thinking about next year. So they are still in the Champions League and they are the favorite.
Just like that.
Just like that.
But next up was Bayern taking on Lazio. Bayern getting a 2-1 victory, and they said that is one of the surest thing in life, but also Robert Lewandowski scoring is also one of the surety. They got a 2-1 victory over Lazio. I'll give this one to Sherwin.
Lazio versus who? Sorry.
Bayern.
For the game. Oh, Lazio versus. So Bayern basically won this game from the first leg, and coming into the game, it was just damage control basically. Getting through 90 minutes without being hurt too badly. Bayern, I am not sure I'm going to go with City being the favorites, because I think Bayern are actually the favorites to win the league, to win the Champions League. They have been really impressive throughout the rounds, and it was just about damage control basically. Everything was wrapped up from the first round, so there's nothing much really here to see about the Bayern game, to be honest.
All right, boss man.
Lewandowski always score. We know that. You open Google, if you don't watch a game, who you're going to see on the score sheet for Bayern Munich? Lewandowski. Always.
All right. Next up, we saw Chelsea taking on a souped-up West Brom. Oh, sorry, I mean Atletico Madrid. Chelsea prevailing 2-0 victors. Ryan, over to you.
You know, normally when a team is behind, in the first leg, you expect I'm going to turn up and try to play football and get a goal. You expect them to attack. I would love to say I would have expected that from Atletico Madrid, but I am here wondering why did they even come to London? Because they were lackluster, and they only started to attack after, I think it was like midway the second half, when Simeone started to make changes. I don't know what to say about Atletico, so let me talk about Chelsea.
Boss man, aren't you a Chelsea fan? So why are you speaking about Atletico? Do better than that.
No, because two teams play, so I have to try and talk about both teams. Chelsea did what they were supposed to do. Chelsea negated Atletico's attacks. Suarez don't work away from home. Suarez scores goals at home, so he was negligible in this game. We also negated Felix, who they say is one of the best young players in the world. I did not see that. So
Ryan,
our defense.
could I stick up in right there? How is Felix supposed to play in the start of ball game when he was playing as probably a seventh defender in that Atletico team? That to show how poor Simeone was throughout.
He was tactically poor, and I mean, he wanted to attack, but he did not know how to do it. because it's not his ball game.
I think he basically think it's just a 1-0 lead Chelsea had and was trying to soak up pressure and then probably put on the pressure in the last 30 minutes. That's how he plays. Like, nobody's surprised.
But even when it was 2-0 on aggregate, he did not come out with any force to try and get a goal before halftime.
True. And Ryan, I wanted to speak on that link up for the Chelsea goal, man. The goal that Ziyech scored. It was Havertz to Werner and Werner to Ziyech. Even though other people is actually berating Oblak because the keeper of his status should have saved that right through his legs. What you make of the entire build-up play?
No, yesterday thing when a goal got through a keeper's legs, most of them you can't really blame the keeper.
Why? How?
Because a keeper is supposed to come out and try to make himself big, and you can't make yourself big with your legs closed. So
No, man,
you
but
really
I'm asking you to speak on the build-up itself. You're a Chelsea man, so I'm sure that you would have been impressed by it, man.
Yeah, it was a great play, great build-up play. From defense into attack, and Atletico was caught open just and it also played out for the second goal as well. That was also a good build-up play and Kante ran the length of the pitch and drew away defenders and created space for Emerson, who slotted home with his first touch. So 2 great plays contributed to 2 great goals for Chelsea.
You're stretching it now with great. There was some good
They were
goals,
great
man.
plays.
Yeah, great plays ended with good goals, man. You're stretching it by saying great goals. Don't do that, man.
Oh, the great goals part is a problem. Okay, good goals then.
All right. So we saw the draw earlier on this morning, and they have pitted Real Madrid against Liverpool. Sherwin, were you surprised by this one?
Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to another Liverpool City, but I wasn't surprised. It's going to be a tricky test for Real Madrid. You know why? And I've been saying this to persons from morning. Liverpool knows the position that they are in the league, that they won't finish in the top 6 and that they won't finish in the top 4. And getting to Champions League for a big so-called champion, right? They have to win the Champions League. So they are going to give it their all. Because at the end of the day, they don't have anything more to play for the rest of the season, you know. They don't accept Champions League. So their focus is just like Arsenal's own, trying to win Europa League, trying to win the Champions League. So I think Liverpool will give it their very best, and we know that when they're at their best, they're at their best. And I think it's going to be a real challenge for Liverpool to be honest.
And just to add to that, remember Liverpool wants to avenge that defeat from Real Madrid. So they are going to go all guns out to ensure that they defeat that team.
And to add to that as well, Liverpool, this Champions League final will be at Liverpool's second home. They have won 2 European Cups in Istanbul recently. Mm-hmm. So they are going to want a third one.
So hold on a second. Coach, one thing I really want to hear, because I never asked you at the beginning. Which club you actually support?
Which club?
Yeah.
The club in England, man, one of the best clubs in England. With the most trophy. Most English Premier League.
Alright, say no more.
Yeah, man. I feel like you support that club that you know.
Of course, man. And that's why I tell us, boss man, you're now officially a part of this family, the Sports Frenzzyy family.
All the other man them just attack.
Alright, that's not another word. So the next draw we saw Man City getting Borussia Dortmund. And Borussia Dortmund are being led by 2 men that they actually see as quote City fans in Jadon Sancho and Erling Haaland. I'm going to give this one to Chris.
It's a good fixture, but you know, like I say, the favorite to win the Champions League, they're going to enter every game they play in this Champions League as the favorite. Nothing will change. No matter who the competitor is, they will enter as a favorite. But it should be a good game. I think there's going to be some nervous muscles on the part of Man City. because they know that they are better and they know they need to get the job done. I know all the City players know that the pressure is on them. The coach know the pressure is on him to deliver Champions League, because it makes no sense to keep beating up on England and then when we take you outside of England, you're not getting the job done. Everyone know they are the best team in Europe and should get the job done. So, but Dortmund is not a bad team, and they have experience in Europe too. They have good nights in Europe, and this guy Alan is very dangerous. I think Man City should win this one comfortable 2-0.
But I hear a lot of people, no man, you never have to give the prediction now, boss. I'm to you. You're just rushing it, man. We're just talking about
I remember it's
the setup, man. And a lot of people are saying that this is the audition for Haaland to City, because after this, City will go all out to get Haaland. Are you in agreement with that notion?
I don't think there's a player out there that Pep really City is playing. They're not playing like they're missing a piece at the moment. So I don't see why there's a player that Man City would try to go all out for. I don't think they are missing a piece at the moment. Like,
oh man, they're saying that with Aguero slated to leave in the summer, they actually will need someone to replace him. So they say Haaland as a ready-make replacement.
Yeah.
I still don't think there's a player that
remember now, if you're at the top, you have to continue to be better. You have to improve.
And yeah, something Liverpool hasn't done.
Yes, City need player up front, and well, the red side of Manchester, which is the bigger side, really wants Haaland as well. So probably it's gonna be a battle.
Not going Man U.
He's not going Man U.
Come on, not with the father. Not with the father history.
No.
Boss, I think his father used to do this.
And not with a
If you say not going to play.
Remember, the PE teacher used to coach him, you know. The PE teacher used to coach him.
Yeah, the PE teacher giving his big break. So let's just leave it at that. Our next tantalizing fixture will actually see the repeat of last season Champions League final. Bayern against PSG. Sherwin.
Bayern versus PSG, the match of the round. Wow. Super high. PSG will want to revenge. Wait, Bayern versus PSG we're talking about, right? I get confused with the Bayern game we talked about before and this game. Bayern,
you're getting confused, so I'm going to put you on the back seat. Coach, take it over.
That should be a good tie. Easy pick. Bayern Munich will take them to the slaughterhouse, wanting of a better word. So it goes without saying. Bayern, remember, Bayern is just a formidable team, and it's not gonna take a team like PSG to beat them. If they beat them, I'm gonna be the first to admit that I was wrong.
All right, boss. And finally, the team that almost every team in this draw wanted, Porto.
Why every team they want
Chelsea
Porto?
were the one who actually got them. Ryan Larson, over to you.
And I wanted Porto as well, and I'm glad I got Porto. Chelsea has a very good history against Porto in Champions League. I think it's 4 home wins, if I'm not mistaken, that we have against them. So I think history will continue to repeat itself. I hope and expect that Chelsea will be a Champions League semi-finalist come April. Porto is a very good team, a very solid team. They are not really a team of individuals, neither is Chelsea. But I think Chelsea has a better system and a better coach, and a coach that knows the Champions League. So I would expect Chelsea to become a Champions League semi-finalist for the first time in about 8 years.
All right, boss.
Rubbish.
No move. Quickly. You're about to say something?
No, me just say rubbish.
All right.
What
We'll now
will
move on. We'll now move on from the UEFA Champions League. I will now move over to the FA Cup that is slated to take place tomorrow and Sunday. First up tomorrow morning at 7:15 a.m. we'll see Bournemouth, who's in the Championship, being coached by Jonathan Woodgate, taking on Ralph Hasenhuttl, Southampton. First up, I'm going to give that fixture to the man whose team is not in the competition anymore, Christopher Lynch.
Bournemouth versus Southampton.
Yeah.
I think Southampton should start favorite. Should start favorite. But it's always a tricky encounter. Two teams not of any bigger class than the other, and both evenly matched. But I expect Southampton to come out winners. I'll pick a scoreline of probably 2-1.
All right. Say no more. Next up, we'll see Everton taking on Man City tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. They give them an O. His team is not in the competition anymore either, but somehow he loves to jump on the bandwagon of Everton. Sherwin.
2-1 Everton.
Just like that. No.
Just like that. FA Cup. Surprise. FA Cup. Just like that.
Atrocious bad. All right. Next up, Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. we'll see Chelsea taking on a hapless Sheffield United. Ryan.
Sheffield get a new manager yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I am always afraid of managers bouncing. But
He get 5 weeks.
Huh?
He got 5
Bones. Stop interrupt the man. Ryan, go ahead.
Well, the hapless Sheffield United will continue to be hapless. I'm expecting a convincing Chelsea victory, 3-0.
All right,
especially given the fact that we are at home. We're at home, right? I think.
Yeah, man. You guys are.
Yeah, man. So I expect us to have a convincing victory.
All right, and the last fixture of the FA Cup weekend, we'll see Manchester United taking on Leicester United at Leicester. Now over to the coach, the United fan. I see this one going, boss.
I'm predicting a 2-0 win for United. Leicester, pretty good team, useful players, but Leicester is a team that I don't think they can go in overdrive. You understand? So definitely, United are my team, but them kind of have a little tricky thing when it come on to cup ties as well. I'm going to be afraid when they reach the semi-finals.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, they will beat Leicester, but I hope that Ole will get over that hurdle of the line or the hurdle of the semi-final, because trust me, him now going so good in semi-final for quite some time now. But 2-0 United.
All right, hold on. Before I move on, coach, one thing that bothers a lot of United fans, the last Premier League fixture, they played a particular team. In the Europa Cup, in which I call that Bush League, in the Bush League yesterday, they played the same exact team. Do you expect to see the same team tomorrow again? Because it seems like Ole just intend and just burn out these.
You see, with Ole, him kind of unpredictable, you know, because he will just chop and change right in the middle of it. I hope he will. Well, I hope that he will change the team, but probably that would have been inevitable for him to do, definitely. But I mean, I really don't know what to say when it comes on to Ole and team selection.
All right, the only thing I can say is that Paul Pogba will be back in the lineup, just to get that.
Lavon, I'm not coming in the family affair, but I'm asking you, what change would you like to see him make?
All right, for me personally, Rashford has been nursing an injury. Give them an rest. Give them a break, man.
Who would you bring in?
Bruno has looked off form too. Give them a break, brother.
Yeah, but
Van de Beek is back. Hold on, no, man.
You have done it.
Van de Beek has came back. Pogba has came back. So
Yeah,
there you
what's
have it,
happened
boss
to
man.
matter?
Ahmad is on the bench. Give the man a break. A lot of them has come back. So at the end of the day, give the man them a break now. But that being said, that is game set and the final whistle. We had like over 500 comments tonight. That was super from you guys in the comment section. We had like over 50 viewers. So
Big up.
again, this couldn't be done without you guys, and especially producer Josh Carl. Big up yourself, boss man, anywhere there. And I want to say thank you to Sherwin for passing through. The coach, first time on the show,
Yeah, man.
but
Respect.
it seems like you're here for the longest while, man. You just fit in seamlessly.
Yeah,
And
man.
don't let this be the last time that you come on the show, especially with you being a United fan. And I'm sure that you're all rounded, man. So you're going to be here often.
Yeah, man.
And
No problem.
big up to the Chelsea man, Ryan Lawson for passing through again. And Chris Lynch, the all-rounded fellow. This man can speak any sport. Just big up yourself again, boss man, for passing through. And
Yeah, man,
to all our
anytime.
viewers out there, just keep on supporting the Sports Frenzy movement. And let's just hope that resolution will come in place with the Reggae Boys and everything will be sorted out as soon as possible because we want the best for them. So let's hope everything come together. Until next time, peace out. Take care of yourself.